touch into the codes and conventions of the thriller genre, and now I'm ready to begin my planning for my opening. For my thriller, I'm looking to create a psychological crime hybrid fusion, centering around a detective and his desperate will to track down my antagonist, who will be a killer. The plotline for my film, as a whole, will revolve around this chase between protagonist and antagonist, as is a common convention of the thriller genre. This will establish the fact that my thriller will have connotations of the crime genre. However, the opening will also convey illocutions of the psychological genre even, through the enigma I intend to create. That enigma being, why has this woman been brutally murdered? Because as of yet, no apparent reasons will have been indicated. Although I have a firm plotline in mind, I do understand that the brief specifies that what I must create is an opening of a film. Therefore, I'll only establish the protagonist and antagonist, and avoid over-exaggerating them, over-characterising them even, within the first moments of the film. So this will work to set up the rest of the film, as new things will gradually be revealed if it were to continue and develop the plot. Watching a number of AS openings, they do employ the codes and conventions of the said genre, but their storylines are often confusing and the products don't resemble the opening of a film. Now you could argue that this confusion would make the audience feel uncomfortable and awkward, creating an enigma in a way. But in actual fact, the audience just become disinterested, as there is little meaning that they can cling on to within the opening. In light of this, I think I'll follow a similar route to that of Tarantino's Kill Bill 2, whereby he sets up the storyline for the rest of the film in the first 2 minutes, leaving the audience on edge when the enigma is created. Here Tarantino shows us a menacing monologue given by what turns out to be the protagonist. However, the manner in which the opening unfolds in fact suggests she's more likely to be the antagonist. This is due to the aggressive nature of the black and white shot as it zooms in. I think I'd like to produce a similar effect with my opening, however maybe in reverse, so I'd portray my antagonist as if he were the protagonist perhaps instead. In terms of the location, I feel using liminal spaces would be much more beneficial, not only for ease of dress in the set, but it would also make the audience feel uncomfortable and tense as well, as it gives the impression that the killer could be anywhere. It doesn't tie the storyline to a specific location. Again, similar to Tarantino, who you can probably tell is one of the main influences throughout this process. I'd like to look to develop my thriller into a different time zone, as it means you can use and abuse the codes and conventions within the mise-en-scène, so you'd be connoting the time frame to the audience without physically having to express to them where they are. I also like the idea of setting my thriller within the 80s, as it would appeal to the higher age range of my target audience, as they'll be able to reflect upon their youth. But in a similar manner, it also appeals to my younger audience due to 80s trends making a recent comeback in the passing years, or recent years even. So that's the extent of my early planning basically, for the time being. Over the coming weeks, I'll be looking to create a basic script and storyboard, so that my ideas are concrete, otherwise no me, I'll forget them. And that's about it for this update, I think. See you soonish.